StudyIQ IAS, अब तैयारी हुई अफोर्डेबल।
Hello, namaskar and namaskaram, namaskar. My name is Pooja Divedi. Welcome to my class, The Daily Current Affairs, where we will learn significant events of the past 24 hours in a manner that we are able to handle any sort of questions regarding that. That means you need the proper knowledge base, conceptual clarity, and of course, the skills to handle preliminary questions. This is the main motive of this particular class. Please do not make notes in this class. Why do I say so? Because I provide the PDF on my Telegram channel on a daily basis. So you can do that. You can subscribe to the Telegram channel and get all the notes in the form of the PDF of whatever classes I take here. If you have any questions regarding UPSC examination, be it strategy making, be it doubts, be it anything, you can talk to me directly on my Instagram channel. Let's move ahead and talk about the various events that we have to cover step by step today. First, let's talk about International Criminal Code. International Criminal Code, we have to consider the statements with respect to it. It was established to prosecute the most heinous offenses only, the key word here is only, when a country's own legal machinery fails to act. This is the initial motive or motto behind its development. Germany and Afghanistan are parties to the ICC, and unlike ICJ, International Court of Justice, it is capable of prosecuting individuals. So we have to see how many statements are correct. See, the main motive, whenever any organization is made, it is made with a certain motive. Sometimes that motive changes as well, but we have to always keep in mind how a particular institute or an organization came into existence. And ICC, from the very beginning, it thought that we will prosecute individuals only when the machinery of the state fails to act against them. And it has happened in the past. So the first statement is definitely correct. I asked a quiz on my Telegram channel yesterday that which country is not a state party to the ICC. Many of the students said it's Afghanistan. No, Afghanistan is a state party. However, surprising that might be, because USA is not. USA has kept its distance from the ICC, saying that if you do not have a country as the member, please do not prosecute its individuals. That means ICC cannot have any jurisdiction over the citizens of USA because it's not a state party. India and China have also kept their distance. Even Soviet Union, erstwhile Soviet Union, now Russia has kept its distance. But Japan, Germany, Afghanistan, Britain, these are the certain countries that are a part to the ICC. So first is correct, second is also correct. And ICJ talks about resolving disputes between the state parties, interstate disputes. ICC, on the other hand, has the powers to prosecute individuals as well. That is why it issued warrant against Putin and also the Child's Rights Commissioner of Russia, Belova. Okay, Maria Belova. Now, first statement is correct, second is correct, third is also correct. All three are going to be the correct answer. Russian President Vladimir Putin is not going to attend the BRICS summit in South Africa. Yesterday only I covered this issue because South Africa, being a party to the ICC, was obliged to arrest Putin if he would arrive in Johannesburg. And South Africa did request Putin that please do not come to our country, although ICC does not have the rights to enforce this resolution by bullying any country that South Africa, you have to arrest Putin. But of course, South Africa has good trade relations with USA and the European Union. So what did it want to, escape is the sanctions or any sort of negative balance of trade that could occur if they did not arrest Putin. Now, Putin will be a part of the BRICS summit with the help of virtual platform. Now, let's talk about ICC, International Criminal Code. It was established at The Hague, and Hague is in the Netherlands. And it is there to investigate where it is necessary, try individuals who are charged with the gravest of the crimes, such as genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and even the crimes of aggression. Now, Putin has been issued a warrant under the war crimes, because crimes these are committed during the times of war. And the treaty which established it is the 1998 Rome Statute. Okay, remember that. Presently, 123 countries are a part of it. Britain, Japan, Afghanistan, Germany are a part of it. However, the USA has kept its distance. India and China are also not the state parties. Also, it was established to prosecute the most heinous of the offences if the state machinery fails. Unlike the International Court of Justice, which deals with countries and interstate disputes, ICC prosecutes individuals. However, the powers are very limited. Moving on. I recently covered this issue. You can watch it on the StudyIQ IAS English channel. With respect to BRICS, because summit is going to happen, that is why we are asking this question, consider the following statements. We all know that economist Jim O'Neill propounded the acronym BRIC, BRIC. These were the largest economies, emerging economies, and it was said to be the most influential bloc by 2050. So BRIC consisted of Brazil, Russia, India and China. So the Goldman Sachs thesis, according to Jim O'Neill, claimed that BRICS would become a political alliance or even a formal trading association. Russia initiated the creation of BRICS. So which of the statements given above is or are correct? That is true, that he did say, or the Goldman Sachs thesis did say, that this is going to be an economic influential bloc. But they never said that it is going to be of political nature or even a trading bloc that will trade among itself, and also whenever it talks to other countries, it will emerge as one single trading bloc. This was never a part of the theory. So first statement on that fact is incorrect. You would be surprised to know that it was Vladimir Putin that initiated the development of BRICS. So yes, it was Russia. First is incorrect, second is correct. 2 only will be the correct answer. Now we have to move forward from just reading about the basic details of it. When was it created? Who was the propounder? Which country was the last to join? It was, of course, South Africa in 2010. Then only BRICS came into existence. We have to also go in depth, because UPSC wants from us is in-depth study. Doesn't want aspirants who just read compilations at the end of the year and appear in the examination thinking that yes, it was very easy. So BRICS is an acronym for BRIC, and it was propounded in 2001 by the economist of Goldman Sachs, Jim O'Neill. Later, when South Africa joined in 2010, it became BRICS. He claimed that the global economy will be dominated by the 4 BRIC economies by 2050, because back then these 4 countries were being pointed out as the most efficient economies of the time. So that is why this was propounded. And he also said that the low labor cost these countries that have because of high human resources, favorable demographics, youth population, and abundant natural resources which were still not exploited enough. These were the factors. And the countries that are involved in BRICS are, of course, India, China, Russia, South Africa, and Brazil. This map will help you in understanding it better. Also, the Goldman Sachs thesis didn't claim that BRICS would become a political bloc or a trading bloc. However, the report said that BRICS has the potential to become a powerful economic bloc. That means as an economy, they would be more powerful than the rest of the economies. This is what they tried to say. Russia initiated the creation of it, and on September 20, 2006, they held the first BRICS ministerial meeting. There was just ministerial meeting. It was attended by the foreign ministers of Russia, China and Brazil, and the defense minister of India. In 2008, July 9 specifically, another important step was undertaken by the then president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, along with the president of Brazil, Lula da Silva, prime minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, and Chinese premier Hu Jintao. He held on the sidelines of the G8 summit in Hokkaido, Japan, Tokyo specifically, another meeting, and that solidified the basis of BRICS. Also, Russia hosted the first BRICS summit in Yekaterinburg in 2009. And how does BRICS operate? It operates on the basis of UN Charter only. That means it shows solidarity, openness, pragmatism, which is practicality, Neutrality, that is regarding the third parties, we do not have to make any block, and of course non-block nature, so that any sort of polarization doesn't happen. Now, if you like the way we teach, we are launching our batch on the 22nd of July. This is a P2I batch that will thoroughly prepare you for UPSC 2024, because we are going to provide everything. The live classes from 6 p.m. interactive in nature. We will be able to talk to each other during the classes, so any doubts would be cleared out. If there is specific doubts or doubts which demand more attention, that will be dealt on Saturdays. Other than this, you will be provided everything: prelims test series, mains test series, daily answer writing practice, and the most important one is the mains residential program. What is this program? That if you are going to qualify prelims 2024, you will be called to the StudyIQ campus. We will provide you everything: lodging facilities, edible facilities, academic facilities. You just have to prepare and give results. And after that, we have an arduous interview phase as well. I will be taking up international relations in the P2I batch, and I expect you to please do enroll as quick as possible, because 22nd of July, from there we are starting our batches. Just use the code PDLive. By using this code, you will get this course at a discounted price from 70,000 to 29,999 only. We have batches in Hindi, English and English. Okay, English is a hybrid batch, mix of Hindi and English. Moving on. If you have problems regarding maths, I have started a new series, Map in News series. I have taken 2 classes. It is available on the StudyIQ IAS English playlist. Moving on. Consider the following statements. The C295 aircraft manufacturing plant in Vadodara, Gujarat will be the first time ever when a private company is manufacturing military aircrafts in India. The C295 was originally produced by a Spanish aircraft manufacturer, and the C295MW is a transport aircraft. That means it transports cargoes and people with 5 to 10 ton capacity. Okay, we have to see how many statements are not correct. For the first time ever, it is there that a private company will manufacture military aircrafts in India, and the foundation was laid in 2022 itself in Vadodara, Gujarat. And this is the C295 aircraft. So the first statement is correct. This will give a boost to the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign in the defense sector, give a lot of employment and technical skills. It is also for the first time ever that aircraft manufacturing is for this aircraft is being done outside Europe. Actually, it is being done in Spain. The C295 was actually produced originally by a Spanish aircraft manufacturer. Now it is a part of the Airbus consortium, and it is a transport aircraft with a capacity of 5 to 10 ton. Remember that. So how many are not correct? Actually, all 3 are correct. So none will be the correct answer. A fully operational facility in Vadodara, Gujarat will be there by November 2024. And here is Vadodara. And from here, the new C295 aircrafts will be rolled out by the year 2026. And it is a part of the Tata Airbus consortium, the manufacturing capacity. It's the first project of its kind. I have already told you all these points. And this was originally produced by Spanish aircraft manufacturer who went by the name Consortruciones Aeronáuticas S.A. Airbus and the aircraft's manufacturing takes place in Airbus's plant in Spain. And it is there to replace. Why are we doing it? We are doing it to replace the IAF's aging Avro 748 planes. These are the planes. Other countries that are employing the C295 aircrafts are Canada, Egypt, Spain and Indonesia. It's a transport aircraft. It has a capacity of 5 to 10 tons and a speed of 480 km per hour. It has a rear ramp door like this. This is the aircraft supposedly, and there is the ramp at the back side of the craft. And you see, why is it there? So that quick reaction could be developed and for dropping of troops as well as cargo. And it has a short takeoff. That means it consumes less time, and also landing from semi-prepared surfaces. These are some important features. It has the longest unobstructed cabin in its class, which has a capacity of 71 seats, and it can also carry more. Unregulated infrastructure development, snow melting, overgrazing by cattle, cutting off hills and trees, earthquakes. How many of the above are factors that cause landslides? See, Landslides is the movement of soil debris or boulders due to gravity and other factors such as geology, nature of the soil, rock structure, area, is it a plain or a mountainous region. But we have to understand that there are anthropogenic, that means human influenced factors, and natural factors that create conditions or that cause landslides. So yes, wherever there is unregulated infrastructure development, that means too much infrastructure development, which creates the soil to be loosened, or the dumping of the waste or the soil when we excavate land for the development of infrastructure, that is unregulated infrastructure development causing landslide. If the snow melts, this is anthropogenic, but snow melting is of course natural, which has been exaggerated or exacerbated by anthropogenic activities. So due to snow melting as well, we can see landslides. Overgrazing by cattle. See, when cattle overgrazes, the grass which is supposed to hold the soil together, the soil gets loosened when the grass is gone, and that loosens the soil. Whenever appropriate conditions are conducive, then landslides can occur. This is anthropogenic. Cutting of hills and trees, because trees, like grasses, they are supposed to hold the soil together, as well as hills. An earthquake is a natural cause. So all 5 factors are responsible for causing landslides. See, at least 15% are feared dead because of the landslide that was observed in Raigad, Maharashtra. And this is a picture from the area. And because of this, again we have to know about landslides. Landslides are actually a natural disaster caused mainly in mountainous terrains, because there the structure of the soil, geology, rock and slope, and here gravity works a lot because of the slope factor. That is why it is more observed in mountainous areas. The sudden movement of rock, boulders, earth or debris down a slope is called a landslide. It occurs due to natural as well as anthropogenic activities. Natural, heavy rainfall, earthquakes, snow melting and undercutting of slopes due to flooding. Then excavation, cutting of hills and trees, excessive infrastructure development, overgrazing by cattle. These are from anthropogenic activity. In India, we see that whenever rainfall occurs too much because of climate change, landslides activity can occur. ISRO released the National Atlas of Landslides, and that shows the yellow area is more prone to landslides, and Raigad is situated here only in Maharashtra, as you can see. So these are the prominent areas where landslides do occur. Now we move to the next question. With respect to the Official Secrets Act of 1923, consider the following statements. It provides a clear distinction between secrets and official secret. If guilty, a person can get up to 14 years of imprisonment or fine or both. Section 5 makes it a punishable offense to share information that may help an enemy state. So what do we have to see? We have to see the correct ones. 1, 2, all 3 or none. See, the Official Secrets Act of 1923 was retained after the independence of India as well. And no, it does not provide a clear distinction between what are secrets or official secrets. It doesn't even define them. So it's very open to interpretation. Section 5 is the most contentious one, because sometimes journalists use information in their papers to ensure that they are making governments accountable. But under the Section 5, this makes the government think that they are opening an important secret that could be read by enemy states. So first is not correct. Third is correct. Second is definitely correct. The imprisonment term is up to 14 years, okay, or fine, or even both. So first is incorrect, second is correct, third is also correct. So how many are correct? 2 only. The central government has recently amended the rules related to retirement benefits of IAS, IPS and IFOS pensioners, saying that if they act against them or they can withhold or withdraw their pension, even without a reference from the state government, if they are found guilty of grave misconduct or they are convicted of a serious crime, which is very open to interpretation. The All India Services Amendment Rules of 2023 says that grave misconduct is communication or disclosure of any document or information mentioned in the OSA. Serious crime includes any crime involving an offense under the OSA. And this was for the first time enacted in 1923. It is applicable to government servants as well as citizens, normal citizens of India. The crimes that it says is about espionage, sedition, and other potential threat to the integrity of the nation, spying, sharing secret information, unauthorized use of uniform, withholding any sort of information, interference with the armed forces in prohibited or restricted areas. These all are mentioned in the OSA. If guilty, the person may get a imprisonment up to 14 years, and they can do so as in they may be found guilty if they are telling the enemy about or anybody about a place belonging to or occupied by the government, documents, photographs, sketches, maps, plans, models, official codes, or even passwords. It doesn't define secret or official secrets. And public servant, they could deny any information terming it as a secret under the RTI Act. This is the biggest drawback. Also, Section 5 deals with potential breaches of national security, makes it a punishable offense to share information that may help an enemy state. Okay, so I hope you understood these many topics. I will provide the PDF through my Telegram channel. Do subscribe to it and see you soon.
StudyIQ IAS. अब तैयारी हुई अफोर्डेबल।